Today we're going to do some decluttering. I'm Ruth. Thank you very much for joining me here. I've recently posted a video about my cluttered, messy, hoardy home, and I need to rectify that. I think I said in that video that I'm going to take very small steps in decluttering, because that way hopefully I can build momentum and things can gradually get sorted out, because I'm usually an all in and then collapse at the end of the day with a mess around me and ignore it kind of person. So today we're going to do a declutter of my hair accessories, and as you can see, I'm not the kind of girl who really spends much time on her hair. It's usually very straw-like. I'm going to do this Stacey Solomon style. If you have never watched Stacey Solomon's Sort Your Life Out, you need to head to the BBC. You could probably get that in the US, I don't know. Search Stacey Solomon Sort Your Life Out. They come in, take all your stuff, put it in a giant warehouse and lay it out item by item. And that's sort of what I'm going to do today, but on a very, very small scale. So this is all hair bits and pieces. I've got combs that I use and other hair type things. That's my shampoo that I recently bought because I ran out of my other shampoo, but I am looking, if anyone knows of a really good natural, everything free, like no parabens, no sulfates, all that kind of whatever it is that they put in there, all of that kind of stuff, then let me know. I just bought this temporarily because I really want to use much more natural hair stuff, but my hair is quite thick and breaks really easily, so, and it's clearly dry as well because it's like straw. But yeah, let me know if you know of any shampoo, conditioners, leave-in conditioners that are good. So we're going to tip all of these out and then we're going to sort them into piles and see, you know, how many different things I have that I don't need. This is a box of stuff that I don't tend to use much of, so hopefully I can get rid of quite a bit of this stuff. I do use these syringes for deep conditioning my scalp with some kind of oil concoction that I make with essential oils, so I will be keeping those. But let's empty that one out. Oh, avalanche. And this box of stuff is what I keep on my side to grab easily, so it's stuff that I use regularly, but actually I tried using that once and I couldn't sleep with it in because I sleep on my side and it made it very uncomfortable. Someone suggested I use a dressing gown belt, but I don't have a dressing gown, so I don't really want to buy a whole dressing gown just for the belt. If anyone's got a spare dressing gown belt, send it to me. Let's chuck this out and try not to let it go all over the floor. I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to find stuff. Oh, that was a mess. I'm going to find stuff and I'm going to go, ooh, I didn't realise that was in there. I want to use that. Nevertheless, let's get on with sorting this into piles. While thinking about and planning this declutter journey that I'm now currently on, I realised that what I'm doing is very, very similar to a method called the dissolving caterpillar method, where you take your decluttering very, very slowly so that you have time to process and to be mindful about why you got into that situation in the first place. I know this is only one very early, very small part of my home that I'm decluttering, but actually I did notice some thoughts and behaviours that probably led me to keep those things in the first place. For example, I kept things that were an old version of me, a version of me that hasn't even happened, things from my daughter's childhood that clearly are not sentimental in any way. And I think the very slow process of organising everything into piles and then going through and counting how many I had really showed me that although I like a clean, clear space, and although many of my family are massive hoarders, much more hoardery than me, I also have been holding on to things for no real reason. This is my hair stuff loosely sorted into piles so far. We've got, what are these called? Hair claws. hair products, hair brushes, that's a scalp massager, 2 keys, that's very random, some clips and grips, bun, what are these called? I don't know, the things that you do your buns with, some syringes, hairdressing bits. For some reason I've got these streaking caps, which I think is from where I probably dyed somebody's hair in the past and kept the caps, and then the things that you pull the hair through with. Giant pile of hair ties, and over here is mainly scrunchies and then a couple of headbands and some ribbony things, and of course the curler that doesn't allow me to sleep, which probably I should just get rid of that, shouldn't I? Okay, so what I've been doing here is sorting hairbands into different hairband types. It may seem like a big waste of time, and it actually does feel like a waste of time, but I don't think it is. I think what's going to happen is that I can now see what I've got and what I actually need, and how ridiculous it is that I keep all of these things. Like, I'm not going to be using these colour hairbands. These will be left over from quite a long time ago when I used to do my daughter's hair, and she is now 20. She's not a child any longer, so I won't be using them, so they can go straight into the bin. Yeah, this colour I'm not so keen on. There's 12 of those and I'm going to get rid of those. Here I've got a bunch of elastic bands that I used to use for my daughter when she had plaits and wanted her hair crinkly, but I don't use them anymore, and they're elastic and they tear at your hair. So those are also going to be gone. That plastic monstrosity, I don't use that. I used to use it a very long time ago. It was cute, it was polka dot, but it's plastic. I don't need that. That's gone. Now we get to the ones that are a bit more complicated, because I would use all of these, but I'm going to keep all the dark brown. I'm going to keep those two. I like these colours, which is why I've probably used them before and I've run out. I'm going to keep these small ones because they are useful for if I do plaits or anything like that. Now I've got a lot of this brown and a lot of this black, and I'm thinking I barely use these ones. I prefer these like softer ties. Should I keep some of these? I'm definitely not keeping these ones with the metal on, because that like pulls at your hair, so I'm not keeping those ones. But I just feel guilty throwing things away that are useful, or like it's not the money. That one's brown. Just get rid of that one. It's not the money, it's more like the fact that they have been produced and made, and then I've bought them or somebody's bought them, and now they're in the world and they're ruining the environment basically, aren't they? But they're here now, so whether I throw them away now or not, they need to go. Randomly I'm going to keep 4 black ones, and then because they're thicker ones I'm going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4 thinner ones, and the rest of those are going to go away. So I'm going to get rid of some of these brown ones and probably like the ones that I've already used, just because I don't need this many, do I? Obviously they do go missing sometime from time to time, but I don't tie my hair up that often, so some of these I'm just getting rid of. In total I had 176 hair ties. That's extreme, isn't it? No one needs that many hair ties. I've probably still got more than I need. Well, I definitely have still got more than I need, and I've got rid of 105 hair ties. So I've got 71 left. So the other stuff I don't have like so much of, but I don't think I need these. I don't do, like, the thing about doing buns, that's sort of over with, isn't it? I can't be bothered, it's a hassle. My hair, like, I've got broken bits of hair that fly away, it's really hard work. I'm not gonna put my hair into any buns anymore, and if I do, then I can just literally go and buy one, can't I? It's like, it's just cluttering my house. It's a girl that I am not. This is a woman that is not me. So they are going in the bin. Then I've got hair clips. I'm going to keep the hair grips because they can be really useful, but I'm going to stick them back onto the bit of card so that they're all in one place. In America you call these Kirby grips. Kirby grips, is that right? I expect a lot of people in England call them that as well now because all your Americanisms are coming over here. Those, pretty much only need 2 of those, don't I? Because they're the ones that you hold your hair back while you're doing your makeup to stop it from going kinky, I think. Have I ever used them for that? I don't know, but I've got 4, but I only need 2. I can't see any situation where I'd need 4. So I'm keeping 2, I'm going to get rid of those 2. Then these grips, these clips, again I think these are from a time when, there's a train going past my house. I think these are from a time when I used to do my daughter's hair, so the blue ones, they're going. Those ones, they're going. And I'll keep 4 of those ones because I can't see me needing more than 4, so I can't see me needing them really anyway, but I'm only keeping 4. So that's the clips. Now then, hair claws. I do use hair claws quite a bit. I'm going to get rid of this one. I do want some cute, like these ones, but matching. That one's pink and that one's black. Do I even want to keep those? I don't know. I'm going to say yes for now. So I'm going to keep 2 small ones. I'm going to keep those and that one. This one goes in my curling set that keeps me awake all night, so I'll add that to that pile. These 2 I'm getting rid of because I don't usually need something blue, and also that one like digs in, whereas these ones are curvy, so they sort of, when you put your head back slightly, it doesn't hurt so much. So I'm going to get rid of those 2, and that is my... I actually think I might have some more hair claws, you know, hanging around in my bag, but that's different because that's for when I'm out. This is my scrunchies pile. This is my hair bands. This is my tie-up hair bands. I've had this one for probably 30 odd years and I never use it. And this is my bow clip. Keeping my bow clip. I don't wear these at all. I do like a tied bow. I'm throwing them away. That's two ties gone. Then I've got these. I use that to keep, like when I wash my face and things like that. So, and then this one, which I do like, but it's got a cute bow on it, but it's very old and will I wear it? No, it's a faff. That's gone. I've got 14 scrunchies here. So let's go with ones I like. I like that one. I love broderie on glaze, but that looks like it could do with a wash, but I want to keep that one. This one I used to really like, but I'm getting rid of that one. It's like, it's probably 10, 15 years old. Get rid of this. I'm going to keep these 2 black ones because they look like more useful ones. I like this velvety one, I'm keeping that. The grey velvet, not so bothered. I quite like this really big one. I don't know if it suits me, but we're going to keep it just in case. That one, I'm probably not going to wear it. Maybe I can give it to Nick. She likes this colour. This one is broken. Get rid of it. These 2 sparkly ones, I'm going to keep. This tie-dye kind of one, do I need it? No, because I thought about it for too long. This one, yes, I'm going to keep because it's black and it's probably useful. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get rid of out of 13. This one I'm unsure of because actually I might try wearing different colours. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep it just in case. So we're keeping 8 scrunchies out of 13. I've only got rid of 5. Will I ever need those ones? I quite like that one. I'll get rid of that one. I think it's a bit pink for me. And do I need 2 of these ones? Because I'm not going to wear 2. I might do. Scrunchy contemplation. Look at the pile of keep. It's not bad, is it? It's not massive. We're doing quite well. Next up, I've got miscellaneous bits and pieces. I am not keeping this because I'm not going to use it, am I? I'm just going to have to get rid of it. It's uncut. Should I try again? Should I try it tonight? Is there any point? No, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm throwing that. That's gone. Can anyone tell me if there's another way of getting oil into your hair without making a big mess? That doesn't mean me having to throw these syringe things out. I mean, they are useful for other things, But is there a greener, more environmentally friendly way? Look at all that plastic. I don't need all that. We're keeping those because I use them all the time and I bought them specifically for a purpose. But here we've got two streaking caps. I'm going to get rid of one of them because you never know. But I only need one of these like hook things, so I'm going to keep that one. This clip, although it's dodgy and a bit old, I do use these for if I'm doing something to Scarlett's hair. And then a pair of hair cutting scissors, I'm going to keep them. All of this stuff, I do sort of use all of this. I tried this once and I didn't really like it. I thought it would be better than buying hair dye all the time, but it's a root cover-up mascara, but I'm not so sure. I'll keep it for now and I might get rid of it. There's a very limited amount in there. I'll get rid of that. This I've been using because my hair gets tangly because it needs cutting. And I don't want it weighed down by like thick leave-in conditioners, so keeping those. I do use that in my hair for the flyaway grey bits sometimes. Occasionally I use this bottle of hairspray, which I've had for ages and ages and ages. This mousse I've also had for ages. I think it still works. I don't know why I've got a tanning face mask. That goes in another area. And that is run out, so I'll get rid of that. Can we get everything into one box? Pop in these things at the bottom because I don't use them very often. They're sort of my less used things. These bits here, apart from those two, will go in my cupboard because they're bigger and I don't really want them sticking out of the basket. What I will do though is I was going to throw this away, but I'm going to keep it because it was actually a sensible idea for my hairbands and hair clips. This shows something, doesn't it? I've just put these two, which are the ones I grab the most often. I've put these two up here and put those other two in there, which means I probably don't actually need them. So it did all fit into this basket. Yay! Which means I've got one whole empty shelf with nothing on it. That's amazing. So I had 310 hair care accessories. I did count each hair grip. I think there was 36 of those, and I didn't get rid of any of those because they're only very small. I did get rid of 134 items out of that 310 items, and obviously the hair grips and the syringes put that number up a bit because I didn't get rid of any of those, but I did get rid of quite a lot. And now it all fits nicely into just one basket, which means I've got a shelf space free and empty. How amazing is that? Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I will continue to take very small steps into getting rid of unnecessary items out of my house. I intend to be very strict with myself. If you enjoyed watching my declutter, or indeed you decluttered along with me, please like the video and subscribe for more. Thank you very much. Bye.